Third time lucky, hopefully we get the upload this time and the stream holds. Yes, let's hope so. And let's hope somebody turns up to the party. Maybe, maybe not. Is there anybody there? I don't know. I'm talking to myself, don't worry, I'm nuts. Hi guys, is there anybody in the chat? There's 2 people in the chat. Don't know who they are, nobody's saying hi. If there's anybody there, let me know if you're there, guys. Anyway, what we're actually going to be talking about is the new McVegan burger. Obviously, hi Gwen, how are you? I hope you're doing well. So, like I say, we're going to be talking about the new McVegan burger. Hi, Brian Bimbat. Hi, Brian. Nice to meet you, mate. It's good to see you on here. So, I was going to chat away about this new McVegan burger. It's actually in Tampere, Finland. Like I say, there's no plans yet to obviously roll it out across Europe. It's actually on in trial from October the 4th to late November. And it's based obviously on soy, pickles, tomatoes, and it's got a special sauce, as they call it, called the McFeast sauce. Caitlin says hi, nice to see you. Say hello to Caitlin. How old am I? I'm 37, XX Plukim Prax 1987. So like I say, it's based on obviously soy, pickles, tomato, and it's got a special sauce called the McFeast sauce. But the fries obviously will be vegan, but in the US they're not vegan because they've actually got a natural beef flavouring, so they're not vegan in the US. I think in the UK they're mostly vegan anyway, but like I say, McDonald's in France actually have launched this month Le Grand Veggie. They say it's not basically vegan unless you obviously ditch the cheese and such likes, but there's actually a pesto in it as well. So with the pesto, you've really got to watch because pesto obviously has cheese in it. Where is my dog? My dog's over there. Fudgy boy, you're up. Here he is. I want to watch now, but I'm at work. Hope you have a great day, Gwen. So like I say, actually the pesto, like I say, has obviously got cheese in it. Norway actually as well actually had a burger. It was actually vegan. It was made from kidney beans. That was released in May, but obviously it had cheese with it, so you've obviously got to ditch the cheese. Like I say, looking up Finland's actually quite vegan, which quite actually surprised me. They've actually got restaurants. You're welcome, Gwen. I hope you have a lovely day. They've actually got restaurants, Date and Kale, Jano and Kippo, I believe, are some of them. In Tampere, they've actually got a few eateries. The Cafe Gopal is called, the Hervetolis, and the Folk Kitchen Veggie Bar. So that's quite surprising. Finland's quite vegan actually, which was really, really great to see. But I don't quite know why they've actually rolled it across Finland, sorry. Because I thought that they would have put it out to Europe and maybe the US, because we know that there's a big population there and it's probably going to get more prominence. But it seems that it will do quite well in Finland. Let's say, actually looking at the bad side of McDonald's that we all know, let's say McDonald's approximately, and we can't say for certain, but across it all its franchises internationally, they actually kill or use cows 67,000 per day internationally, and their 1% of the beef in the US actually goes to McDonald's. So they're a massive, massive franchise and they do a lot of bad stuff as well. What I want to say is McDonald's is amongst the largest fast food corporations in the whole world, as we know. On April 17th, the company actually announced that the revenue for the first quarter of this year was actually $5.68 billion and the earnings per share reached $1.47. Hi Ashok Technical, nice to see you here, mate. So like I say, despite the expected decline of 0.8% in domestic sales, this global fast food chain that a lot of people know about has actually managed to generate growth of 1.7%. And as fascinating it is to read about the restaurant sales, there's plenty of facts that I want to throw out there about them. Like I say, from the history, their ingredients to their business processes. some of them are actually really, really mind-blowing. They're actually one of the biggest toy distributors in the whole world, actually. Would you believe that? For their toys like Super Mario and such likes that they use in their Happy Meals. You think of things like Toys R Us distribute most of the toys in the world. You're actually wrong. Like I say, since the restaurant actually debuted Happy Meals in June 1979, McDonald's has actually successfully stolen the title of the #1 toy distributor. So they put this in their Happy Meals to attract in the kids, getting them wanting the Happy Meals, buying into all this exploitation of the animals, and that's one thing I want to put out there. Their actual hamburgers contains more than parts from 100 different cows, like I say. Given the scale and the prosperity of McDonald's, it's not actually surprising to learn that the beef that you're actually eating from is actually from different cows, like I say. But if you think of just a combination of 3 or 4 cattle, then you're underestimating the ability of McDonald's. In the United Kingdom, the beef of the burgers actually comes from more than 16,000 British and Irish farmers. Could you imagine the animals that are actually being exploited and killed for this, guys? It's really, really distressing to see. But like I say, it opens a new restaurant every single 4 hours, they say. They say McDonald's is actually very, very popular, and they can't actually stress enough how successful their franchise is. It actually is around 36,900 shops around the globe. So that's amazing. Every 4 hours, like I say, 1 in 8 Americans has actually been hired by McDonald's. That's why you see, you think of places like China and such like, they were all very, very lean, very, very fit people. They had a great, great diet, mostly plant-based at one time. Obviously, they had a lot of cruelty going on. Obviously, they ate insects and such likes. But most of their things are actually quite plant-based. You look at that, obviously they had a lot of vegetables. They mostly had vegetables at one time. Then they started, obviously, the things like being cruelty to the animals, bringing in eating dogs and such likes. But the obesity epidemic actually is really, really high when McDonald's actually started to infiltrate all these Asian, the East Asia global side of the world. Like I say, they're inhumane treat of animals. I say, you know all about that. It's been criticised for years. Like I say, in recent years, there's been several undercover investigations into McDonald's slaughterhouses that have revealed abominable cruelties into the animals. Like I say, the chickens were dumped out of transport carriers, hung upside down in meat shackles and such likes. This can lead to things like serious bruising, hemorrhaging, and even broken bones as well. There was also, the birds were actually beaten, immersed in tanks of scalding hot water as well. And obviously, as we know, they're starved to death. Like I say, they go through such a cruel, cruel life. Like I say, the animals are actually clearly undergo extreme suffering. Like I say, as a world-leading company, McDonald's is still reluctant to obviously ask its suppliers to phase out these inhumane practices and obviously adopt the so-called less cruel methods of slaughter. And there is no less cruel method of slaughter. No animal wants to die. They want to live as much as you. They've got families, they've got babies, they want to live life. Like I say, that's what it's all about, and we've got to understand that. It's actually been known that the McDonald's are as addictive as cocaine in such ways. Research actually shows that McDonald's products cause cocaine-like addiction in the brain. Let's say it's closely linked to the amount of sugar that the food and how addicting it can be. Let's say almost all the items in McDonald's menu contain sugars through the smoothies. Obviously Coke and such likes, and sugar and the carbohydrates light up the same part of the brain that obviously cocaine does as well. So, but like I say, we can be all good sugars, carbohydrate based. We can get in a vegan lifestyle that's not got this. This is all the bad side of it, let's say. But talking about what do I actually think about it, I really do believe it's going to be a good thing for rolling out for veganism, let's say. And I believe we should be trying to support them in some ways, because I know it's bad. Obviously, you've got all this that I've talked about there, like I say, the cruelty to the animals and such likes. But I feel if we support them and start basically supporting their trial, if it rolls out well in Finland, it will start rolling out across the world. If it comes to London and it starts coming to Europe and the US, it would be great if we could support it, because that's the only way we're going to push veganism on. Because if you get militant vegans that say, oh, you shouldn't be supporting them because they've got animal products and they're cruelty to the animals. But let's be honest here, guys. We shop in supermarkets every single day that have got animal products and vegan products. Let's not be hypocritical about it, because we do that. We shop in Tesco's, we shop in Sainsbury's, we shop in the Co-op, Asda, Walmart if you're in the US, Aldi, Lidl, wherever you shop. They've all got obviously your normal plant-based products, your staples like your beans, your rice, seeds, legumes, fruits and vegetables and such likes, and obviously your so-called vegan junk food. You maybe get your fries products, or you've got your Tesco's vegan sausage rolls, or whatever you get. Everything. You've got your vegan products, you've got animal-based products, but we shop there, like I say. So why can't we actually support these things? Because we've got to stand up with our money. If these companies see that we are not wanting to buy it, they will not start rolling it out, and only us can make the change. These things exist because it's a supply and demand. Like I say, the animals are only been inflicted cruelty and suffering. They're the most oppressed, victimised beings in this planet, and that's duly to us, like I say, what we spend our money on. That's what it's all about. So if we stand up, we start supporting these companies, hopefully that will grow veganism on. Like I say, I wouldn't technically go to McDonald's, but if it was for this alone, I would definitely do it to support this, to actually grow the movement, and that's what it's all about. Like I say, it's really, really true, and it's the only way we can actually make things actually move on. Like I say, that's my opinion on it, guys, and if any of you guys in the comments think anything about it, please let me know what you think about it. But that's what I would like to put out there. Like I say, I believe that we've got to start supporting these companies, even though it's how hard as it is. You make a good point about the grocery store shopping. Maybe someday we'll have an all-vegan grocery store. I really hope so, Noel. Like I say, there's quite a lot of health food shops that I go to that are obviously vegan and veggie, like I say, but hopefully someday we're actually going to get fully vegan shops. Like I say, I think there is one in the US. I'm not 100% sure. I've seen somebody post one up about a fully vegan shop in the US. So that would be great. Like I say, hopefully we can move it on, and that's the only way we're going to do it. But standing up and saying that we're not going to support them and things like that, because let's be honest about it, we all got very, very excited when Ben & Jerry's introduced their ice cream recently. I bought into it. Everybody buys into it, and the dairy industry is one of the cruelest out there. It really, really is, and we actually support these things, like I say. So if we can do that, I'll have to Google it later. I live in the US. Yeah, it really, really is. I think there is one in the US, definitely. I'll definitely check up on that. So like I say, talking about the dairy industry, like I say, we support Ben & Jerry's. So putting out some facts out there to you, like I say, dairy actually forced nature by artificial insemination, as we all know, bull semen into the vagina for obviously sexual violation against its will. And in the US, it's actually called a rape rack apparatus. The cows are obviously strapped in there for up to 7 out of 9 months, 3 times daily. Like I say, the baby's actually dragged away on its birth, and the cow screams again and again, guys. Could you imagine that? And then it gives out 4 or 5 years later, then it's obviously slaughtered. Like I say, the female calf, this happens to as well, over again. And obviously the male calf, he's dragged away and shot at birth, and then obviously he's led into the veal industry. And that's the only way the veal industry actually is alive, is because of obviously dairy. So that's putting that out there. Like I say, the male cow, if it's no use, like I say, it's shot in the head on the day of its birth. So could you imagine that? Like I say, it's absolutely distressing, guys. It really, really is. I just don't know what makes us do these things. But like I say, only us can make the change. If we can support Ben & Jerry's, we can surely support McDonald's. Hi, Arda Baba 23 ENG, nice to see you here, mate. So that's my kind of thoughts in that. But I was obviously want to talk to you also as well. I was actually at Slaughter in the City yesterday, where obviously we were Save Movement. We were obviously doing a vigil in George Square and then a march all around the city. An amazing, amazing day. Some amazing activists, some dear friends. Hi friend, can you just promote my channel? Shubham Panda, everybody please go and support him. He's got a great channel, amazing guy. Go and check him out. So like I say, I was actually at the Slaughter in the City March yesterday. Met two of my dearest friends that I hadn't actually seen yet. Lost TBA, who is actually October Rain Rocks, and Ellie Fleming, who's actually the Flame Face. Amazing people, and like I say, they're great friends of mine, and it was just absolutely great to see them. So I'm going to show you a little picture of actually yesterday, like from actually we had our pictures. So wait till I find them here. This was, where are we? So if Loss is watching this was me and Loss yesterday. She's my dear friend at October Rain Rocks. Please go and check her out on YouTube. She's got an amazing channel, guys. She's one of the most dearest person and lovely people you could actually meet. And obviously Ellie Fleming, the Flame Face. Absolutely amazing person, guys. Please go and check her channel out. So I had actually made this placard. It says, "Don't have a cow, man, go vegan. Cows are for mooing, not eating." I actually couldn't take it because I actually didn't have cling film to actually keep it safe because it was really pouring the rain. And today I've actually managed to collect cling film. So I've cling filmed it up, and that will go for my next video that I actually go to. So that should be amazing. But obviously as well, what I was going to chat to you about as well, I got the Vegan Kind tuck box for October. I'm going to start promoting this on my channel each month. The video will be up very shortly, but I'm going to show you some of the products from inside it, guys, as well, right away. So obviously you've got the Vegan Variety tuck box, the Vegan Selection tuck box, the Vegan Healthy Kick, and the Vegan Chocoholic, and the Vegan Starter box. But the Vegan Ultimate box I've got, it's actually 8 to 13 products. So every month you actually get a card in it that obviously says Vegan Tuck Box. Take a look inside. October's Vegan Tuck Box. Ultimate customers receive all of the products. Variety customers receive 5 to 8 items. Let's say the box works out about, I think it's about $19.99 a month it works out at for the Ultimate box, which is actually contains every single product. And every monthly donation, as you can see here, it says this month's box donation will be going to Hillside Animal Sanctuary. This will go towards their New Land appeal, which will give many more rescued animals the life they deserve. Find out more on their website blog, www.vegantuckbox.co.uk/blog. So not only are they giving great vegan products, they're actually giving back to great amazing charities, like obviously the sanctuaries and such like. That's great to see, because you don't just like supporting vegan businesses, you obviously like to see things going back that's going to be helping the animals. So you also as well, you get a recipe on the back every month, and this month is helping you go, stay and enjoy being vegan. Coffee and chocolate cake by the Little Blog of Vegan. So I may actually try and make this on my channel very shortly, guys. So the first product actually is Pastinos, the real pasta gourmet snack. 100% Italian pasta. And it says on the back, made from 100% real pasta. Pasta is obviously a low GI carbohydrate. They say that they only use the best durum wheat. They never use artificial colours or flavours, and they don't add MSGs, which obviously we know all about. Let's say they don't use hydrogenated fat either. So that's that. Let's say Chianti and olive flavour, which should be absolutely delicious. I may actually do some taste tests on my channel, guys. So if you're watching this video after it's uploaded, let me know in the comments below if there's any single product in this box you would obviously like me to taste test on my channel, and I'll do that. The next product is the Candy Kittens Meow Sweet Peach, and it's got the little vegan logo on it. So these are Candy Kittens Sweet Peach. It says, life is too short for boring sweets, so we decided to do something about it. After enduring countless sugar highs, we know all about that in the vegan lifestyle, getting that Sprite in. It's made in Spain from Candy Kitten. It's got peach flavoured sweets, obviously, basically all the kind of usual things, maltodextrin, glucose syrup and such likes. 340 calories per pack. gluten-free as well. So that's that product. They should be absolutely great. I really like the look of them. The next one, I think the owners of McDonald's are finally realising why they... Exactly, yeah, like I say, they've got to start waking up, Vegan Runner. I was just talking about that earlier, and I feel that we've actually got to start supporting them, because it's the only way we're going to start moving veganism forward. Because, like I was talking about earlier, we support companies like Ben and Jerry's and such likes, and we know all about the dairy industry, and I just talked about that earlier on. So if we can support Ben and Jerry's, surely we can try and support McDonald's, and they know they're really getting hit hard. And when you're actually talking about that, right, this is what I was saying about earlier on, about McDonald's actually being the largest supplier of kids' toys in the whole of the world, and that's not Toys R Us actually. And one of my friends actually, when I was out taking a driving lesson earlier on, she said to me, "Use bloody vegans." She says, "It's because I use that in Paisley, where we usually take our little granddaughter, that they actually shut down McDonald's." She says, "And it's because I use, now the kids and everything haven't got a place to go." So she says, "Yous had cafes and everything to go when yous were younger." And I was like, wait a minute, we didn't have McDonald's and everything to go to when we were younger. And they shouldn't be going to McDonald's, because we aren't trying to attack the kids and stop them from going somewhere. We're trying to save their lives, because we know all about it. The heart disease, the strokes and cancers, the high cholesterol, things it causes, clogging up the arteries. Kids shouldn't be going to McDonald's. Like I say, there's vegan plant-based options for everything out there. What they want to be doing is start getting into vegan plant-based options, getting a healthy, balanced diet and exercise, and getting out instead of sitting in computers 24/7, eating burgers and sweets and all these blooming animal products. That's what's doing it. So that's my opinion on that. So also as well, guys, I'm on Super Chat as well. So I've got Super Chat set up for my channel as well to try and help my channel. So hopefully that will help a bit as well. So the next product is La Shiva pineapple freeze-dried, only 39 calories. It says packed full of Cambodian sunshine in the Colombian countryside. Colombia, oh, I don't know about it being quite vegan, but so obviously freeze-dried pineapple. I don't know if that would be really healthy. It would maybe be a good little snack before you go something like a run or something. Bit of carbohydrates and top all your shakes and such likes as well. The next product is coconut-filled raw chocolates, handmade by Martina in Edinburgh, a fellow Scot there, getting the Scottish in there. Scotland's booming for veganism, I tell you. Glasgow, Edinburgh, top notch. The finest organic ingredients and following principles of raw and living food. It's obviously raw cacao paste. I always can't say that word properly. Raw cacao butter, agave syrup, coconut palm sugar, coconut. So very little ingredients, and that's what you actually want to look for, is as little ingredients as possible, and obviously natural like that is. So they should be delicious, they really should. The next product is Rhythm 108 Ooh La La tea biscuits, almond biscotti, gluten-free, no refined sugar, organic, and a source of fibre. A classic biscuit reinvented with whole food ingredients, and it's obviously a sharing bag. So they look as if, oh wait a minute, they're jamming down the bottom. It says gluten-free oat flour, coconut oil, almonds, 26% almonds, butter, bitter almond oil, coconut flour, sugar and baking powder. And per portion is 4 biscuits, and it's 158 calories, and there's 20 biscuits, 8 servings in the bag, so that should be great. The next one as well is Ostlander. I think is that Austrian? Yeah, that must be Austrian. Tofu Town Ostlander sausage. And it's made from obviously wheat protein, Vienna tofu, soybeans, smoked tofu, sunflower oil, palm fat, almond, tomato paste. Quite a lot of ingredients there, guys. And per 100 grams is 243 calories. And that's a 50 gram bar, so that's 21.5 per obviously sausage. So yeah, that should be great for a good little snack. Oh, this looks a beauty. Cheeky peas on the surfboard, look at that. Crunchy and delicious, high protein, high fibre, vegan, curry flavoured roasted chickpeas. He looks a little cool dude, that guy, doesn't he? Here at Cheeky Peas, we do not do things in half measures. Our peas are guaranteed to provide you with the burst of flavour and the oh so satisfying crunch that you will love. Guess what? That's not all. We make sure that our peas are not only scrumptious but packed full with nutrients, with each serving offering more than 10 grams of muscle building protein. Where do you vegans get your protein? Where do the big strong animals get their protein? The giraffes, the gorillas, the rhinos. Exactly. So I want to show you a little t-shirt actually as well when I'm just talking about that. I got an amazing t-shirt the other day, guys. Just check this out. If I can sit you here a little second. Look at this for a t-shirt. So where do you get your protein? The little guy down at the bottom talking to the gorillas, the rhinos, the giraffes. So where do you get your protein? Absolutely an amazing vegan t-shirt that. I love that one, so I had to pick that one up. I says, definitely I've got to get out wearing that. Where do you guys get your protein? Patrick Baboonian, one of the most strongest men in the world. Where does he get his protein? On a vegan diet. Where do you think the cows get their protein? We ingest it. It's through grass. Obviously as well, talking about that, let's say, actually people say all the toxins that's leaking out with chemicals, with obviously the factories and such likes, they say that all these dioxins are one of the things that obviously cause a lot of illnesses. Do you know that it would actually take us 7 years to consume as many dioxins as it takes a cow to consume in 1 day through the grass because of all this type of stuff? And obviously we ingest that. But males can't get rid of it, but females can, and there's only 2 ways. And do you know how they do that? That's through pregnancy and obviously breastfeeding, and that feeds it into the children, and obviously it causes things like, it's known to be one of the leading factors of autism, which I don't know a great deal about, don't quote me on that, but they actually say that actually happens, so terrible. Right, anyway, the next product before I go is the Coca Libre Delicious Milk Chocolate Honeycomb, free of nuts, peanuts, dairy, gluten and free. It's basically a honeycomb slab, sugar, cocoa butter, cocoa mass, rice powder, rice sugar syrup, rice flour, natural vanilla flavouring, natural cacao flavouring and honeycomb flavouring, and per 100 grams it's 518 calories. So yeah, it should be really nice. I'll try that one out. The next product is one of my favourite, dairy free, fabulous free from, with no other ingredients, chocolate flavoured peanuts, vegan on the back. These are amazing, guys. If you've got any health food shops nearby, go and check these out. These are absolutely delicious. And the next one I'll just show you before I go, and then I'll do the rest all in my next video, is Chewy All Natural Chewing Gum. It's made with, Chewy is a 100% all natural and sugar free chewing gum made with only 5 ingredients: xylitol, chocolate gum base, natural flavouring, gum arabic, sunflower lecithin, no aspartame, no artificial sweeteners, flavours, preservatives, no plastic gum base, just real ingredients. And that's really hard to get, actual vegan chewing gum as well. So I'll be showing you all that on my channel. I hope you have a great weekend, guys. Remember, as always, follow me on obviously Instagram, Twitter. I'm also on Patreon as well. If the links will be down below. For $1 a month, you can follow me on there. I'll be doing exclusive content. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts on McDonald's. Like I say, personally, I think we should be supporting them. I know there's a big touchy subject and a lot of people have been talking about it, but I think that's the only way we're going to grow veganism forward, is by actually supporting these companies, even though we know that they've got a lot of cruelty that I've just talked about before, but that's only going to stop if we stand up with our money, because that's how it exists. It's a supply and demand. Remember, as always, binge on life, purge negativity and starve guilty feelings. Be kind to every kind. The only difference is your perception, and have an amazing weekend.